Hello, my name is Brant Hunt, and my channel is called Discerning What is True. Today is January the 8th, I think it is, maybe it's the 9th, 2024. Going to be reading the second part of a particular reading today um, from what I shared the other day, which is called Platonic Philosophy of the Bible. This is part two, and this will be taking what I would call from Alvin Kuhn's perspective as he wrote these books many years ago. So we're going to begin here, and hopefully everyone is doing well today. So today is, again, like I said, is a nice day. Hopefully you have ears to hear as I share this information. Horus in Egypt came to awaken the memory of his father Osiris in the grave. From these connotations, we are enabled to discern a totally new force of meaning in our word remember. If the gods, on coming to save humanity, were dismembered or fragmented into individuals, then the resurrection or return to their primitive unity in their glorification at the end of the eon would naturally be a remembering of divided parts. We express the same idea in our other word for the same thing, recollecting. The brotherhood of humanity consists simply in this reassembling in the common spirit of unity, the individualized fragments of the 12 lords of hosts, the 12 tribes of Israel. Horus is said to have come to reconstitute his dismembered father. Translated from allegory to spiritual meaning, this can signify only that the Christ spark in us is to grow and expand until it fuses by its fiery power into the great universal spirit of wisdom and love that is to animate the race. Paul told us we are all members of one body, of which Christ is the head, but habits of literal thought have prevented us from sensing this in an intellectual or spiritual way. Our minds and hearts are to be fused in one great spirit of love and harmony as we enhance the glory of the God shining within us even ever more brightly into the day of perfection. As we separated in our descent into body, so we merged again into a mighty unity as we ascend back to the Father of lights. So just explaining something, when we go back after reincarnating, we die and we go back to the Father. So we go back to the 4D world. And then we are again sent back because we have not made it through. We have not, basically, is the Book of the Dead, basically, the Egyptian book there. It says simply that your hearts are weighed and you're compared to a feather. And if it weighs more, you will have to reincarnate again. This is why people have sorrow when they realize they've got to go back here, this particular planet, and to reincarnate. So anyway, let's continue to read. This is the reconstitution of the dismembered suffering God, broken upon the cross of matter, in order that we lower men might ascend into the kingdom of intellect and spirit. The reconstitution is indeed the remembering our broken divinity, the recollection of the scattered fragments of the broken body of the divine Lord. Only by the study of ancient origins in philosophy can we see the grand spiritual sense back of these figures and terms. All symbols have their origin in simple ideas, which, however, were the expression of the loftiest truths of early wisdom. The reassembling of the scattered fragments is the basics and genius of human brotherhood. The individuals of the race, being of one identical essence, are kindred, I should say, in nature. Yes, we are. We surely are. But we've been told the opposite thing, you see. That's why we fight among ourselves, even within our families. But being attached to animal bodies, the God, little g, O-D, is subject to the separate selfish tendencies of the lower man until he educates this pupil to the student, I should say, to the higher motivations of altruism and community of interest with others. As an animal, he wars with his fellows. It's jealousy and self-seeking under the evolutionary impulse of self-preservation, brought up from former experiences in the animal grades. But as a god, he revives the memory of his kinship with his celestial mates, and in the glow of that warm recognition that his brother is himself, he learns to look upon his fellow man with that love which is described as the cement of the universe. And so that's the end of the part 2 today. And so I wanted just to share this with you. It's a very short video. This is something I got and wanted to share with you guys again. Like I said, part 1 has been done a couple of days ago, and then this is part 2. What's happened to us simply is that we have forgotten who we are. And that's what happens. We don't know who we are when we enter this particular spectrum or this particular place we're called Earth, you see. And the tragedy simply is that many people, well, all of us, we forget. We forget who we are. And it's a sad story, but it's hopefully we can see this as in this day and age that we can actually begin to realize that we've been tricked and we've been fooled, especially by those in the power struggle, so to speak, in the churches who sought dominance over man, chose not to choose to share the vital truth, you see. So thank you for being here. Again, like I said, it's a short spiel left, but I want to get it finished today. So we will probably look into another particular book maybe tonight to read, or maybe further on down the week. So thank you. And for those who continue to follow me, discerning what is true, we probably will have a get together, that is with Phil Langdon this Thursday, approximately 9 o'clock, that is USA time, that is Eastern Standard Time. And then his time would be 2 o'clock p.m. On Thursday afternoon. So thank you for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.